Happy Halloween and welcome to another Laughing Place news update from around the world of Disney for the week of October 31st, 2018. Coming up, we've got headlines from Disneyland Resort, Walt Disney World, the Disney Cruise Line, Marvel, Star Wars, and more. First up, in very big Disneyland news, after 55 years, the famed Rosita has been found. In Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room at both the original Disneyland in California and Walt Disney World in Florida, our host Jose has always wondered what happened to Rosita.
I wonder what happened to Rosita.
Missing among the singing girls on the big mobile in the center of the room. Well, now Rosita will be the featured performer in her own solo career at Disneyland's new exotic marketplace, the Tropical Hideaway, right in between the Tiki Room and the park's world-famous Jungle Cruise. According to the Disney Parks blog, guests will be able to find Rosita on the river's edge at the loading dock waiting for her boat to arrive. So pull up a nearby seat and say hello, but beware, she has a repertoire of jokes and one-liners that would make any Jungle Cruise skipper proud. Last we heard, the Tropical Hideaway is set to open before the end of this year at Disneyland. Down at Walt Disney World, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party just got a little merrier. The Disney Parks blog announced a new exclusive party offering for guests during this festive celebration. Tony's Most Merriest Town Square Party will serve up fantastic treats all night long and offer reserved viewing for the 11 o'clock performance of Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time Parade. Hosted each night from 9:30 p.m. until 12:30 a.m., Tony's Most Merriest Town Square Party will feature unlimited hors d'oeuvres and beverages for a cost of $99 per person, in addition to the admission price for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. One-day advance reservations will open to Walt Disney World annual pass holders on Monday, October 29th, while the general public will have access beginning Tuesday, October 30th. Space is limited, so interested guests should book this exclusive add-on through Disney's website or by calling 407-827-7348. Over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, the theme park's parking lot is getting a new entrance. Starting on November 8th, the park's newly designed Auto Plaza will be open to guests, and along with that comes a new traffic pattern. Currently, guests are able to access the parking lot via World Drive or Buena Vista Drive. These entrances will be repurposed for cast members and buses. The new entry to the park will be from Victory Way and Osceola Parkway, and drivers will be able to spot the updated road signs throughout the resort to help easily navigate to Disney's Hollywood Studios. World of Disney at Disneyland's Downtown Disney District and Walt Disney World's Disney Springs both held their grand reopening events this past weekend, and a few special friends were in attendance. Former Mickey Mouse Club Mouseketeers were on hand for the Disneyland Resort event, while Mickey himself was joined by Tinker Bell, the Fairy Godmother, and Genie, who all worked their Disney magic to usher in a new age for the reimagined and remodeled flagship merchandise stores now open to guests on both coasts. And speaking of merchandise, currently available at World of Disney and within the Disney parks themselves are these 4 great new Spirit jerseys, representing the classic attractions Pirates of the Caribbean, the Haunted Mansion, It's a Small World, and the aforementioned Enchanted Tiki Room. The Disney Parks Spirit jerseys make a perfect addition to any Disney wardrobe and are also available on the Shop Disney website by clicking the link in the video description below. In celebration of the upcoming theatrical release of the highly anticipated Wreck-It Ralph sequel Ralph Breaks the Internet, the characters of Ralph and Vanellope von Schweetz will be making their way back to Disney parks this fall. Disneyland Resort guests will be able to meet with Ralph and Vanellope in Hollywoodland at Disney California Adventure beginning November 9th, while at Walt Disney World, the video game pals will be meeting guests in Innoventions West at Epcot beginning November 21st. A new Imagination Institute experiment will also be opening a portal at Epcot, allowing Ralph and Vanellope to step through and have regular encounters with guests at the ImageWorks area of the Imagination Pavilion beginning this winter. And Ralph Breaks the Internet smashes its way into theaters on the day before Thanksgiving. The superhero Captain Marvel from Marvel Comics and next spring's Marvel Cinematic Universe movie of the same name will be meeting and greeting guests for the very first time during Marvel Day at Sea events aboard the Disney Cruise Line in 2019. Guests will encounter one of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel Universe as part of an action-packed, all-day-long celebration aboard select Disney Magic sailings departing January 6th through March 8th from Miami. Other Marvel heroes and villains on board include Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Thor, Loki, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange. Captain Marvel will also pop up alongside other heroes including Groot at Disneyland Paris when Marvel's Season of Superheroes returns to the European resort from March 23rd to June 16th. And Captain Marvel the movie will be arriving in theaters stateside on Friday, March 8th from Marvel Studios. In Run Disney news, next April, Walt Disney World will host Star Wars Rival Run Weekend, which sets pairs of light side and dark side characters against each other in its 2019 race weekend events. Themes include Finn and Captain Phasma for the Star Wars Rival Run 5K, Han Solo and Boba Fett for the 10K, Rey and Kylo Ren for the half marathon, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader for the Star Wars Rival Run Challenge, and BB-8 and BB-9E for the Run Disney Kids races. Runners who register by January 15th will be able to choose their preferred side of the Force and have their selection represented on their own race bibs. This year's Star Wars Virtual Half Marathon will feature the iconic droid R2-D2, and runners participating in both the Rival Run Half Marathon and the Virtual Half Marathon will earn the coveted Run Disney Kessel Run Challenge medal. Run Disney's Star Wars Rival Run Weekend will take place April 4th through 7th at Walt Disney World. Also in a galaxy far, far away, entertainment journalist Eric Weber reported that Lucasfilm's long-rumored Boba Fett-focused Star Wars movie is no longer happening. While this was later confirmed by trade publication Deadline Hollywood, it's worth noting that the Boba Fett movie was never officially announced, though it was considered to be in active development under director James Mangold of the acclaimed Wolverine movie Logan. According to Weber, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy remarked to him at an event last week that the company is choosing to focus instead on the Jon Favreau-helmed TV series The Mandalorian, which is set in the outer reaches of the Star Wars galaxy and features armor similar to the set Boba Fett wore in the original trilogy. The Mandalorian is expected to debut on the much-talked-about Disney streaming service when it becomes available in late 2019. Tying Star Wars and Marvel together, this past weekend at comic conventions in London and Paris, the popular toy company Hasbro revealed a series of new action figures inspired by the space and superhero sagas. These upcoming releases cover the Star Wars Vintage Collection and Black Series, in addition to the Marvel Legends series. Among the newly announced figures are a muddy R2-D2, Padme Amidala, a battle droid, Beast from X-Men, Loki, Citizen V, Union Jack, and Grey Gargoyle. These toys are highly detailed and collectible like all of Hasbro's releases, and they'll become available to fans in the spring and summer of 2019. Celebrating 90 years of the man himself, Mickey Mouse, Disney has unveiled the layout of its Mickey, the True Original exhibition coming to New York City next week. The interactive and informative exhibit will contain 10 immersive rooms, including a welcome room, Hello Mickey, Iconic Design, It's Black and White, Ink and Paint, Burst into Color, Sorcerer's Way, Mickey Mouse Club, Original Muse, and The Collection. Visitors will explore the 16,000 square foot exhibition featuring both historic and contemporary work from renowned artists, all inspired by Mickey's consistent impact on the arts and creativity in all its forms. Mickey, the True Original exhibition opens Thursday, November 8th on 10th Avenue in New York City. On television, the Disney-owned ABC network has announced a spin-off to the long-running, viewer-submitted clip show America's Funniest Home Videos, to be hosted by none other than the original presenter, Bob Saget. The comedian and actor will bring his signature boundary-pushing stand-up style to Videos After Dark, a more adult take on the type of hilarious blunders and mishaps you would see on AFV. Saget hosted the first 8 seasons of the original show and will now return under the same producers to highlight clips that are more appropriate for an older audience. America's Funniest Home Videos, currently hosted by Alfonso Ribeiro, will also be returning for its 30th season next year. And finally this week, in news from Disney's main competitor in the Central Florida theme park business, according to the Orlando Sentinel, Universal Orlando Resort has reportedly filed plans that hint at a third theme park. And no, Volcano Bay doesn't count. Back in July, Universal's parent company Comcast acknowledged plans to open a new theme park in Orlando, and now infrastructure plans for 541 acres off Universal Boulevard and Destination Parkway have been filed with the Orange County government. The plans include a network of roads with roundabouts and a flyover, as well as 5,000 parking spaces and what appears to be a garage. Universal did not comment on the filings, though the company did trademark the name Fantastic Worlds in June. Following the opening of Universal Studios Florida back in 1990, the now named Universal Orlando Resort expanded in 1999 with the debut of Universal's Islands of Adventure. That's all from this week's news update around the world of Disney's theme parks, movies, and more. Be sure to like, subscribe, and visit laughingplace.com.